Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here is your weekly technical analysis of New York and London coffee markets. I'll start with New York coffee. You should all by now be familiar with the small V bottom made back at the turn of March into April. That was the original start of the move higher that we'd had until the end of May. The start of June, prices peaked over both the recent November 2020 to April 2021 bullish Andrews pitchfork and also the more important upper tine of the April 2019 to February 2020 shallower bullish pitchfork, currently at 162.20. The market seemingly started to settle over the bullish Andrews pitchfork, but not so over the shallower bullish shift pitchfork. Yes, prices traded over it, but with bearish or indecisive patterns. Hence, I suppose it was no real surprise that we started to see a possible pennant formation over the last couple of weeks, maybe even a descending triangle of sorts or even a wedge pattern. Hence, I've placed a target X in the 152.25 area, in case it is, say, a descending triangle type pattern. Now, I am not wedded to that idea, but it is best to be prepared. Then comes today's action, which is helpful and a hindrance at the same time. Helpful as it was a move down below the April to date uptrend, currently at 158.60, and its close partner, the short moving average, currently at 158.25, gapping down by some distance indeed. However, right now it could be a hindrance to a move lower, as though prices went quite a way towards target X, they stalled just ahead of the congestion at 153.30 and maybe forming a possible bull hammer action. Now we'll see that in the next few days. Just to keep an eye out on the June downtrend, currently at 162.05, which is integral to the descending triangle. The downtrend is now below both upper tines and is also a 3-pointer. London coffee. Okay, just to recap the big picture, we had two sideways triangles in this market, one from summer 2020 and the other more recently since mid-March. The early one had a false break higher, the new one did not, which was why it was so important when seeing the break higher back in late April to verify that it was a true break higher. This it did. I wrote 7 weeks ago, and I quote, "Target X, currently at 1537 at that time, is the preliminary potential target for the large sideways triangle. Target X1, off the chart, currently at 1632, it was off the chart, is the full potential target for the sideways action. All these depend on the continuation of the current break higher out of the sideways triangle." End of quote. Since then, we've reached target X, halted, pulled back down, then reasserted the bullish incentive. 2 weeks ago reached target X1, which is now obviously no longer off the top of my daily chart. We had some follow through higher after that, but Tuesday last week was the high water mark for this move up so far, when prices reached up and failed at the big 50% Fibonacci line of the February 2017 to April 2018 move at 1694, and in style, with a huge key reversal down, closing below the middle time, currently 1652, the early April to mid-May bullish Andrews pitchfork. We had some hesitation late last week, but today we've had an attempt lower, only holding just ahead of the lower time, currently at 1576. To be honest, I'm actually not keen on that lower time. It failed at the outset back in late May, which makes it suspect as support. I'd rather look to the April to date uptrend, currently at 1515, as being a classier support right now. Well, this bullish angle, this bullish Andrews pitchfork just looks too steep. In between, you have the early May high at 1557 and some congestion at 1536 to 39 area, though that has given way when tested surprisingly easily in the past. Meanwhile, topside, we have resistance from 1600 to 1640, most of the good stuff between 1615 and 1625. Thank you for listening. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.